Hey, what up? It's Nubian. I'm here today. We're going to discuss this Kenneka Jenkins case. In this video, I'm going to be dropping the confessions, which has been the thing that has kept me hanging on to knowing that somebody did something to someone. Also, the suspect movements of the people that was in the hotel, staff or otherwise. And then at the end of this video, we're going to drop like a little questions and concerns of each pick or anything I found. Now, if you see something that you feel like you agree with or disagree with, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, this one is the first report I'm going to do. I want to point out that they have this as an opinion, but meanwhile, this has stuck in this case. What they wrote in that first paragraph has been the determination of her death. It hasn't changed. So I feel like it's just what they put in bold letters, an opinion. And then if you look at the third paragraph, it also shows you something else. I'm going to read it. I'm going to start like video surveillance recorded the descendant entering the kitchen alone at approximately 3:32 hours on September 9th, 2017. Now this is the part that's going to get you. But recordings did not clearly show her entering the hotel walk-in freezer and cooler. So why is it you couldn't even determine that she walked in there, but you tell us that that's how she died? If you guys didn't have that under, it goes back to what you have in bold letters at the top. It's an opinion. Oh yeah, also at the bottom, it describes in detail about the freezer's current standing. Now, it says that it was 2 hours after they had their freezer open and these times were recorded, right? I mean, these degrees were recorded. Now, it has the, what is it? The freezer's at 34 and the cooler, the freezer capacity is at 8 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. So they telling us if the mom was waiting for 5 hours, why was the cooler only off for 2 hours? And then that really doesn't help them when they say that the body was frozen, and that would be the time that they used to unthaw it. Well, how did they do that if they only had the the freezer only open for 2 hours? And then there's another thing. I'm about to go into this next one about the freezer temperatures, gauges, and stuff. We're going to get to that, though. Hold up. Okay, so here it go. I found it. Now, what disturbs me most is why is the degrees being recorded from the 17th and not the 10th when it should be? That's one problem. Then two, don't it look like that shit was drawn on there to put the freezer numbers and where they belong to? Stop it. And then right here, somebody pointed this out. That's the real freezer number up above. The R414B or 8. That's the real freezer number. So where does R95 shit come from? So with that being said, let's look up how long it takes for a body to defrost. You guys see it. It says a week. Not 5 hours, not 2 hours, not 3, but a week. And you see what it says it does to the body? Makes it decompose. But guess what? Them organs are still frozen. So since the organs are still frozen, the body was not decomposed from what we saw up until this, like, recent, in July. That's going to be dropped in this video. But if that shows us that the body can still remain frozen, and, the organs can remain frozen and the body's supposed to decompose, then why didn't we see the body decomposing if they're saying she's frozen? And then another thing, where's the frostbite? So where this led me next to was to research on how long does it take for the organs to stay, in good standing after death. So we have a little chart here that was provided by some website, and it tells you exactly what it is and how long you have until you can actually still use them for donations. Now, we know her thymus was unidentified, which was stated in the report. That's going to be in this too as well. Then we know that her lung was gone. And then we all believe, well, I believe strongly that her kidney was gone. with that being said, this was exactly what we think it is. But we're going to get into like the hotel room and stuff like that. The confession part. Okay? So let's start off with this. Now, we know that there had to be more than one room. Just because of the way things went down with the lives and everything like that. And everybody saying they don't know what happened to her. And she didn't walk out. And then she was. And wherever else. So, we're going to point out that they actually did have these hotels prior to this. So, you can tell it's premeditated. Now, we know about this ticket on the 6th. Now, they're saying, like, we shouldn't put that together with this. But at the same time, where's the ticket for the 9th? Okay? But here we have them arriving at 9/7. Y'all see that? 9/7. It says they left on the 9th. So, Irene, how long was your birthday party? And you see how many nights they stayed? 2 nights. It shows you right here. It says there's one guest. Why? Why would you stay? Like, come on. But there's 2 queen beds? Okay. Alright. Okay, that's one problem. Alright, next little slide just like this. And it's going to show you another day that they stayed. Now, this one got the 8th and leaving on the 10th. So, who was still there on the 10th? If nobody stayed. I guess that's just to fit their narrative, though. You feel me? This one looked like it was made up or some shit. Spur of the moment. Like, this wasn't even they shit. Because where's all the detail like the last one? But I ain't falling for it. So I know you're probably wondering, well, who bought the room? Well, in their own words, this is who brought the room. Who we expected brought the room. And she claimed she wasn't there, but she was caught on the footage. Then the other 2 people that's listed right below that, they're spiking the drink. Okay, then. And then we got the person, Cornell, and them. They claiming to be the ones raping her. And Dion, why does your name keep getting put out here again? If you were never there. But you knew certain parts. So, I don't know. You're going to have to tell us. You're going to have to tell us what all this mean. Because we can see right here that you're still being placed at this hotel. And I'm going to get to you next, Mitchell. Here you have him snitching on himself. Now, he retracts his statements. But most importantly, check the one he wrote first. Okay? Then he wrote this one. Then he retracted his steps and said this. Okay. But you innocent? Alright, so now we on to the next person. I ain't leaving nobody out on this video. I'm doing everybody that was involved. And it's like, none of this stuff I wrote. So, it's like, it's up to y'all to see through the, read between the lines. It says, the girl Irene and dude messages, shaking my head. So, Irene writes, what's up? So, Shooter says, what you got popping for tonight, you and your friends? She says, going to the hotel for my birthday? He says, let me and my partner slide through, trying to make 200. She said, hell yeah. Then he says, your friend dissed me and I'm trying to get that. So then she said, oh, don't make it obvious. I need that 200 when you walk in. He was like, okay, same with y'all, or it's going to be a problem. I'm going to rape her. I ain't been liking that bitch for a long time, and I could use the 200. That's what Irene says. The same person that wanted this girl to be at this party. Now, if that don't sound like a setup, I don't know what is. At least for the rape. Ain't no getting out of this, yo. But on to the next person. This one's going to be a little blurry, so I'm going to have to zoom into it. But here you go. It's from Snapchat. Okay? Now I'm going to read y'all the little thing. Alright? Okay. Here we go. It says, me and Kenneka split up outside of the hotel room. Hold up. Yes, we both left out. She agreed to go to the 3rd floor. And I agreed to stay on that floor. But to be low-key. And I should have just went with her. Now, why are you telling us that she went to the 3rd floor? Huh, Monifa? What floor were you on? You feel me? But we talking about the 9th floor, though. Alright. Okay, Monifa, if you went to the 3rd floor, then why are you still in Ty's live right here? And we got a girl laying on the floor that looked like Kenneka circled. Now, I didn't circle this. This was something that was found on the internet, like, throughout the investigation. I believe, Tiffany Draper dropped this. I'm not sure. But, like, if she's supposed to be on the 3rd floor, then why is you in this video with her and she on the floor? But they trying to tell us that she's the one standing behind Peas over here. You feel me? So how is she in 2 different places at one time? And Monifa, we knew you was lying, but why is your friend in 2 different places at once? Okay, I believe this is the last confessions I have. Now, this one really stuck out to me because this one seems more truthful than anything. And y'all know, like, when stuff first come out, that's when it's always, you know, fresh in their head. And there may be more truth in it than there is now. So, I'm just using that to my advantage on this one because it's like, this sounds more logical. They panicked and then they had to find a way to get her to an area where it looked like an accident, in which they used the staff to help them. And that's going to be in this video too. For many of those that don't believe, like, oh, well, why ain't nobody get caught and all that. This is why. Connections. And I'm about to show you more of it on how the friends knew the staff too. So I say the best for last, because this the head honcho right here. Your girl Bree Bree. Now look at the time circle. It's 1:54:99, right? Now Kenneka was supposed to be just going missing at 2 o'clock. So that's like a few minutes before. But why is she looking for somebody down in the lobby stairwell? You know why is she looking for somebody down there? Because that must have been where something happened at. And she's telling on herself. But if you go look at this video, look who she looking for. Like, just imagine who comes out right after she disappears from right here. Like, within seconds. Y'all ready for this? Security. 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 Look at that time. Look at them seconds. Just do the comparisons with the from the bottom picture to the top. She looking for security, yeah. She the head honcho, yeah. She helped make sure that this shit stayed in place to where she can have help from the staff. And she looked too comfortable when you saw her walking around, as y'all know. Who you think got the keys to the freezer that Monifa had? Or whoever's keys them wasn't Kenneka's keys, obviously. If they're claiming they had to go get them from the room. And we saw her walking down here with them. So, yeah. Just know, I ain't forget about you, Bree Bree. Bree Bree matter. 54 Keys said she on your ass. We on your ass over here too, girl. I know everybody remembers this picture. Now, I believe that was Kenneka. Like, I do. And I still do to this day. Now, the reason why I say that, the girl that's sitting on her, if y'all pay attention, like 10 minutes to 4 a.m., she ends up downstairs leaking. I'm going to show y'all the video. But y'all remember when Irene said in Zach's live, oh, Kenneka fell into the lamp? I feel like there was truth and lies in that. I feel like the lamp was involved, but it wasn't for Kenneka to get hit with or hit it. It was for her to use it to hit her motherfucking ass with it. Because she probably came to, and this girl sitting on her lap. And Pease also confirmed it too. He said, yeah, Kenneka was little, but she was wild. And she wasn't just no girl that just gonna let you run over her. So she had to put up a fight. So let's get to the fight. So here we go. Monifa in the front. And look, they about to, oh, they're gonna Monifa, my fault. But this is the fight. This is aftermath. You've seen them two just dabbing. What could they be talking about? Like, this shows y'all that something happened. If this wasn't questioned, then it's like, why can't we question what happened to Kenneka? She's leaking. She's leaking, y'all. She's leaking. Who hit her? She got popped. She leaking. Y'all can go watch the rest for yourself. And then she had to get a pressure applied to her to stop leaking. Then she had to go to the bathroom. But yeah, she leaking. So now that we've came out the room, I want to explain to y'all, like, why is it that we can't see this footage where this is the area that they should enter before entering the hotel rooms. And you guys can see the camera. So, I want to know where this footage is. And that's another reason why a lot of us are putting 2 and 2 together and saying, like, well, she must have not went into no kitchen, because this is a very important area for us to know who went to the rooms and who was near these areas. This will be vital in solving the case. Also, it helps us find out who went into the pool area and if she in fact was in the pool area or not. Now there's a gift shop to the left where that railing is, to the left. There's a gift shop over there with plenty of cameras in it as well. So why is it that this is not on the footage? And I want to say I'm with Money Stacks on the pool theory, because why was her pants wet? Like, why did she have wet spots on her body? Why weren't they able to pull her pants up? I ain't even going to discuss her hair. And we know it's not because of heat or sweat, because if you're freezing, that means you're not perspiring. So I'm going to need them to tell us why this camera right here, I'm about to point it out to y'all. This camera did not show us any footage. I want to know why. With that being said, let's move on to these workers and these other folks, these guests. The reason why I'm moving on to the employees, because I know for a fact that if we're having all these questions on which footage is missing, we must know that there is a reason why, and that she in fact didn't walk anywhere on her own. She was transported. So I'm about to get into some of these people that was moving around suspect, and we know who that is. But we're gonna get into like the suspect shit I seen and would prove my theory that she was transported, because I'm about to show you guys a few little different screenshots and clips that proves it. So we about to get to the nitty gritty. About to get this work. Oh, almost forgot. Okay, he's leaking too. He's leaking too. Wow, these people bleeding. I want to start off by saying, like, this was the girl that helped me figure this shit out, that somebody's doing something. Because if y'all notice, she, the one to the left in the top little middle picture, because I know that's her for sure. The reason why I have the other picture is just to see if that's her, maybe based off the body shape. I'm not really sure yet. But the reason why I say, like, she helped me figure this shit out, because she's a decoy, just like the lady in the pink. Now, she was there everywhere where she actually witnessed a lot of stuff. She's in the elevator when they was about to bring Kenneka out the elevator. Then she's right there in the hallway to the left, right after the dude with the coolers had just handed them off. But we about to get into that too next. Just hold your seat. It's getting good. This is what they use to transport each organ. Now, we're going to show y'all that they actually had possession of these, as well as them suitcases. We're going to cover it all. Alright? Alright, so here go another example. This is just another example on the right. Just another example of what they look like. Now, he has one. Now, why would he need lunch if he's in a 5-star hotel that has, like, how many restaurants and kitchens? You feel me? And it's very affordable, as you can see. Oh, we ain't stopping there yet. She got one too. And the way she did it was very sneaky. But you know why? Because she by the kitchen. Shout out to Dat Knock Design. She by the kitchen. That's why she had to sneak into that room. And what kind of banquet dinner did y'all have? So you probably wonder, well, how's she going to come up with this theory? Who she got as the person that removed it? Well, this may be one. He looked like a doctor to me with them bags. Where his eyes at, I don't even know. Here's more proof, y'all. Why is he wearing a surgical mask? Look like a medical student, don't it? One of his helpers. We gonna get to the big man. Now, here's the big guy. Him and his wife. Husband, I don't know what she is. But, now these is the ones that's the harvesters, and they were seen with the metal suitcases. What I want to know is where the suitcases at. And you arrived 9/8/8/48. Okay, hold on. So as you can see, they got metal suitcases up top, about 3:30. But right here, I just circled, where's their bags? Donations? For sure. Oh yeah, let's get to them suitcases, yo. This next one gonna be disturbing. Let me drop that copyright FBI warning on the one time. For the one time. So this is how I got into the suitcases. Now y'all can quickly see that it looks very similar to the ones I just showed y'all. Now, I'm watching TV and this commercial comes on about these particular suitcases. And it just kept popping up. So one day I just said, you know what? Bump it. I'm going to go research these suitcases. Sure enough, watch what I find. Bow! Same suitcase. Aluminum edition. These are like the little perks. It has like a little compartment that you can like put extra stuff in that normally most suitcases don't have. Top of the line. And here's just another reference to a similar bag. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is because this is how we explain how they preserve the organs. So you can read what they actually do in order for them to preserve. And it tells you temperature and all that stuff. But we're going to get into what kind of suitcase this is as well. Okay. So y'all can see it fits in with the same chart where I showed you guys on how long the organs can last. You see them 30 hours? That's the same amount. So it's either this suitcase or the one I just found. But we know for sure that he has them. Oh, this is just another person that was needed in order to, you know, get the organ shipped off and removed safely. There's a stethoscope, y'all. That's what it looks like to me. So next up, we're going to discuss this transport. Now, as you can see, that these people were the people with the harvesters. Now, we know that the guy that's coming on the right-hand side with the cooler, he never returned with that stuff. I'm about to show y'all where he took it to. Now, y'all remember, he had to take it to somebody. He had to take it to somebody. So, here's who he took it to. There's the blue cooler. Now, the guys are going to that doorway to the left, the black door. And it is 8:31, I want to say. But, there's the blue cooler, y'all. So this is him in the room where he's taking it to someone dressed in blue. Looking real familiar, ain't it? So now he's exited. There's no cooler no more. 8:41. The reason why I'm doing the transport is because if you peep, like the general manager is walking outside just before them. Now, he's escorting them, but he's not helping them with their bags. But, you know, I mean, that's not his job. That's the bellhop's job, wherever he's at. But the reason why I'm doing it like this is because I want to show y'all, like, that there was, in fact, some orchestrating of some sort. Because what happens next, the guy cleans the surgeon's shirt. You see that blue shirt? It's going to run back to gonna run it back. But peep the shirt, y'all. See that blue shirt? That's the same blue shirt that he had. So that's the same shirt that he had that he handed off to that big fat guy. That blue shirt. Now this picture, I'm not even sure why I actually captured this and what I was looking for, but it reminds me of the transport stuff, because it's like, I don't know exactly when or who transported her, but I believe she was transported somewhere, because we all know that that's not her walking on none of them tapes that they put out here. But you see the back corner, that's where my focus is on, because you can see like they're using like one of them housekeeping carts or something. I don't know what it is, but you can see like somebody in black like standing back there. Now I'm gonna just go to the next picture. Now peep the time on this one. So the only reason why I was able to expose this because I used like a pause and play, like slowed the video down, and that's how I've been able to find a lot of this stuff. And you can see the guy more clearly now, or whatever it is. I still don't know what it is, but this is a possible transport to me. Then I have some others that people have found, as well as myself. And we're going to get into those ones too. Okay, many of you may remember this one. Now, this one was dropped by fellow YouTuber Jess33, I believe. Now, it shows right here that Shemaya and Monifa's transporting Kenneka. Because whose arms is dangling on the side? And why can't we see Shemaya's face if that's not her carrying nobody? And we know this scene very well because we remember it when Monifa went down to that back room where she covered her hand to open the door. And she had shoes in her hand, which was Kenneka's shoes, I feel like. Because if she's transported and we know that she got all these lookalikes in the party, that obviously means that her clothes got changed somewhere. They was doing some switching out. And that's why we have Monifa with her shoes off. Because if you say it's not, then how you going to look for somebody when you already know where they at? If you claiming they on the 3rd floor. Viewer discretion is advised. Parental advisory advised. All children removed from the area. So this one here. This one is just mind-blowing. Concrete. This guy is dragging a body. I don't know if it's Kenneka's body. But like I said, there's more victims. And I have an idea that there is, because there's not that many suitcases in that front lobby like that with the harvesters. And it just got one person's organs in it. And then I'm finding all these people in all my prior videos stuffed in bins, wrapped in plastic bags, just like Kenneka was when she went through that kitchen and snagged her foot on that cart. Oh, and if you didn't need to hide, then why be in a hoodie? And if you're just taking out trash, then where's the bin? Where's the garbage can? You feel me? And why did you go downstairs by the kitchen? That's what I'm saying. Like, stuff just stuck out, y'all. Now, these next few people right here, these are ones that I really feel like I have them dead to rights. Especially the two on the left. Now, the guy in the black, I have no idea where he went. This was the last time and the first time I saw him. But these two over here, they changed clothes with each other in the food court hallway. Now, I'm about to get into that. Now, I have a video on my channel called Change Clothes. So, you can go over there and watch that to see the full video. But I'm just going to have like a collage picture together to show y'all what I'm trying to evaluate and look at. Okay, so here go my collage. Now, I'm going to start where we start at, okay? So, this is the first area that they went into when they first came into the area. Right there. Okay? So, then they start walking down the hall. And as soon as they got down the hallway, the one on the left with the sweater wrapped around him, this is what he does. He goes behind the wall and takes off the jacket. And then I reveal that he's wearing tan pants. I'm going to show it to you closer up by itself. But as you can see, and you can go look at it for yourself whenever you watch the video that I put up called Change Clothes. So then, once he comes behind the wall after it freezes, now he's wearing black pants. Now you ask yourself, where you get the black pants from? Right there. From his buddy. So then, after he got his black pants on, he goes in that back area by the kitchen, which I presume. Now, why would he need to do that? Why would he need to change his clothes? Transport. So then, after he leaves, he comes back down in this area behind that same wall. It freezes once again. Now he's back in his regular shorts, which are tan. Now, why would he need to change his clothes? And then I got something else to prove to y'all that he, in fact, had to keep from his clothes getting tracing of any sort. Like that guy who was down in the kitchen who had the white on. I remember this came up and they was like, what's that black stuff on his shirt? This is the reason why we weren't able to see exactly his transfer, because he switched out from lighter shorts to darker ones. And I'm gonna prove to y'all that they actually cleaned the motherfuckers for him, just like they helped the harvester. Okay, this the broad that cleaned the motherfuckers. See him? I wish I'd have got the complete time, because she like comes down this hallway in the little lobby stairs on 99. She comes down the stairwell and she turns the pants. So originally I was like, wait a minute, didn't she have 2 pair? And sure enough, she do. Same colors. And it's the same lady that played the detective. But she down here in the cleaning shorts and shit. Alright, so here got another example of a transport. Now, that looks like that could be the police. And it's like, I want to know if this picture came first or the next one I'm about to put up, because it shows a lot. And it still doesn't look like she's dead to me. And she shouldn't be frozen if she's just in you guys' palm of y'all hand. So here's the next one, y'all. Like, so I'm trying to figure out which one happened first, because this is down in the kitchen upon discovery when they claiming that they found her body. But don't it look like she's standing up right there? And who's the people with her? You feel me? Don't look like the cop behind her, but the one in front look like it. Like, who found this video? Straight Drop, I believe. Shout out to you, bro. And this shit is crazy. And if there was any way of telling anything that happened, y'all about to see where they should have been found this shit at.